everybody, and welcome back. We are looking at some dumb customers that prove common sense is not that common. The lady in front of me asked if she could pay cash.
Debit and credit only. Please read. Do not attempt to get cash back. We cannot fulfill cash transactions. No cash. No cash back.
No cash transactions. No cash.
It literally says it like 10 times. So to clarify, no, you can't pay cash. See the signs? Maybe she thought that if she asked you, she would get a different answer. Me. Hello, welcome to Subway.
Hey, how long is the foot-long sandwich?
It's 1 foot long.
Yes, I'd only like 1 foot-long sandwich, but like how big is it?
Customer, can I get mozzarella sticks? Me, I'm sorry, we're out right now. The most similar thing we have would be the cheese curds. Customer, is that mushrooms? No, it's cheese. Am I the a-hole for asking a customer, why are you even in here, and embarrassing them? I own a small business, specifically a card and gaming shop. We sell a plethora of gaming cards like Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Various sports cards, everything in between. We also carry a wide variety of t-shirts related to card games, sports cards, anime, etc. We have a huge gaming area where we hold card game tournaments and customers can come play board games or whatever they'd like. So what happened? This guy comes in the other day, I greet him and he starts looking around. After a few minutes, I tell him to let me know if there's anything I can help with. He starts pointing at stuff and asking high-key, offensive/rude questions. Here are some examples of specific things he asked/said. Him.
Holy crap, are those Pokemon cards? I thought those things went extinct a long time ago.
Yeah, we have packs, boxes, starter decks, and they're actually really popular for the past few years. Him.
Wow, so parents buy those for their kids to shove in a bike spoke?
Laughs. I said something about how people of all ages play competitively. We even host tournaments. Him looking at the shirts.
How much are the shirts? Actually, never mind. Some of them look cool, but I wouldn't want anyone to think I'm into this crap.
Me. Well, they're $16.99. Him.
So these are cartoons that all the emo kids watch?
Looking at the anime section. At this point, I was getting extremely uncomfortable with him crapping all over my store and effectively the customers I serve on a daily basis. Then he walks past the empty table section where we usually host card game tournaments. We're not hosting any tournaments until certain restrictions lift. He says loudly,
So do the neckbeards have to rent a seat or something to play, or do you just let them mooch off the stores/AC while they play?
At this point, he'd been in the store for about 30 minutes and had said/asked several disrespectful, offensive questions and statements. And I had enough. I had customers in the store and I was pissed that he was potentially making them feel uncomfortable or like they were somehow losers just because they have these hobbies. But that's how I was feeling. He sounds like a bully, like a straight up bully. Clearly this person is not gonna be spending money, so like, don't worry about helping them. I let out a big sigh and said, why are you even in a gaming shop if you hate everything about cards and gaming? He was very clearly embarrassed and spent a few awkward silent minutes walking back around and left out the door. I consciously didn't say goodbye or anything because I didn't want it to come out like have a nice day in the fuck you type of tone. My employee told me it was rude of me to say that to him and I probably made him feel like he wasn't welcome in our hobby community when it's supposed to be all inclusive, which I preach to my employees religiously. I think I might have been the asshole for how I handled it, but I feel like I was justified after the things he said. Am I the a-hole for saying what I said and embarrassing him? Edit number 1. This was a buff, decently attractive 30-something-year-old, if that matters. Not some super out of touch with the times older person. Older folks come in all the time, and if they don't get the hobby, I try my best to explain it. But they're never walking around calling everything dumb. Edit number 2, I'm a woman, if that matters to anyone. Edit number 3, I'm heavy and obviously pregnant, so I doubt it has anything to do with his wanting to start a combo with me. But I've been wrong before. You might be wrong there. I don't know, man. I think it definitely is rude to walk into a store and, say the products are dumb. I also think it's rude to be like,
oh, that's really expensive. You guys should lower your prices.
It's not up to the people in the store to lower the prices, unless it's certain scenarios. Don't complain to the employees. They just work there, And what's more is don't walk around a store pointing things out, saying that everything in the store is dumb and making people feel dumb. Yeah, the store is about inclusivity, but this guy was making people feel like their hobbies were like lame. He sounds like a bully. You should have just ignored him. Not the a-hole. All inclusive does not mean including people who are bullying your customer base. It means allowing anyone who wants to participate without being an a-hole to other people to do so. Excellent. Excellent response. That was what I was trying to say, but in a much dumber way of doing it. I have dubbed thee not the a-hole.
It is decided.
I'm content. Back on the line after break. Friend is pouring soup from the warmer through the strainer and into a bowl. Defeated look on his face. Ask him what's up. He's just shaking his head. Looks at order. Small French onion soup, no onion. I had to sit down. I was laughing so hard. Dude, why are you making someone take the onion out?
Just don't eat that part.
Are you too incapable of just separating the broth from the onion itself? You do know there's onions in there regardless of whether or not you take the onion bits out, right? I hate it when a customer says why they have y'all working on the holidays.
Bro, because you're in here?
You're literally here. What do you expect? You want us to not be here and have the store be closed? No? Okay, that's why we're here. I don't want to be here. I want to be at home with an old-fashioned, stroking a dog. And yet here I am because you are here, Mr. Customer. Her walks into the store smoking a cigarette. Me, excuse me, but her just looking. Me, certainly, but you're actually not allowed to smoke in here. Her, it's fine. I'm not from here. Still though, you're not allowed to smoke. Her. I'm sorry. Are there places that allow you to like smoke inside stores? I know it's like a thing in Europe to be able to smoke in restaurants, but I'm not sure you're allowed to go and smoke inside a store. It's okay. Where I come from, we can smoke anywhere. Yes, well, you're not there right now, are you? Customer, can I have the filet mignon? Me, yes, would you like that cooked medium? Customer, what do you mean? I thought the filet was fish. It's not. I can see how you would think that, but it is not. Machinists and engineers will relate to this. Our customer complained that the hole was the wrong size and sent us this photo. I can see how you would think that. I can, for sure. I actually can. I don't. I'm pretending to know what the joke means and I don't. I don't get it! Do you get it?
Yeah, that went right over my head.
But I'm sure that someone will correct me in the comments, as you most love to do. What is the difference between a 14-inch and a 16-inch pizza? Well, one has 14 inches and the other has 16 inches. If you're wondering what it's like to work in hospitality, today a customer complained that her milkshake had milk in it. The audacity! I am a vegan! Am I the a-hole for refusing to refund a guy's food and permanently banning him after he realized he ordered food his religion does not permit him to eat?
Oh, okay.
I own a mid-sized cafe in a touristy town and a non-English speaking European country, so a lot of my customers are tourists, but we're also popular with the locals and surrounding businesses, which is a blessing during these times as there's basically no tourists. To the extent where no matter the season, it is very rare we aren't full. This is not to toot my own horn, but rather to make it clear that the waitresses and cooks are busy, even during these times, and need to be clearly told if someone can't have something. Now, to a few days ago, a man, his wife, and their kid enter at about 5 p.m. They take out an order since you need to reserve to sit and we have limited space due to restrictions, and the woman was wearing a headscarf, so pretty clear they were Muslim. But I do the cooking and I'm not at the front. Well, their order comes in and they order 3 sandwiches, 2 of which have bacon. To be entirely clear, the menu has ingredients behind each item there in our language, English and German. So unless you do not know what bacon is or didn't read it, there's no way to miss it. Also, it is not a thing in my country to have waiting staff explain an order unless it's not on the menu. We close at 6 p.m. and just before closing, I hear yelling from the front as we are cleaning up. This guy's behaving highly aggressively, yelling and cursing in English and some other language. I had to spend a good 5 minutes calming him down. When he told me what had happened, he demanded a refund and new sandwiches. He insisted that he told the waitress about him and his family's food restrictions and that she had explained the order to him, which is what made me doubt the story. I asked the waitress what happened and she said he was full of crap. And like with everyone, he went up to the front cash register, which we are using as the takeout spot, told her his order, and waited until he got it like everyone else. Obviously, I trust my staff over customers, so having had issues with tourists a lot in the past, I had cameras with sound installed. And I told the guy I was gonna check them, which then caused him to go on another full-scale meltdown. At which point I was fresh out of patience and told him to get the F out, and him and his family were banned from the restaurant. The reason I'm asking for judgment is because I've had since gotten 2 bad reviews referencing this occurrence, and my mom also says it was primarily on the waitress for being dumb, as Muslim dietary restrictions are common knowledge. Edit, before I forget, as I feel it is relevant, the footage verified the waitress's story, and the food was mostly eaten apart from one of the sandwiches with bacon. I'm gonna go ahead and say you're not the a-hole there, bud. Sounds like those people that, like, you know, they go to restaurants and then they eat and then they say,
Oh, I didn't like it. Can I get that comped?
but then they're like sitting in front of like an empty plate. Not the a-hole. The onus is on him to know what he's ordering. It is unfair for someone to expect you or other staff members to know and anticipate every single dietary restriction everyone in the world has when they walk in. Seriously, what if he was a practicing Muslim who just happened to have a hankering for bacon? Understandable, I love bacon. Or his wife was Muslim and he wasn't, or they were secular, or a million other reasons. It is up to you, the customer, to tell the waitstaff, the people in the restaurants, what your dietary restrictions are. That's why they ask. A lot of them ask up front. But even if they don't, it is up to you. They can't read your mind. Never has there been a bigger lie than the customer is always right. I have seen with my own eyes a customer ask a Burger King worker for a Big Mac and a McFlurry. The customer isn't always right. Sometimes they're effing stupid. Can you imagine if they like threw a fit expecting you to get them a Big Mac and a McFlurry? So I was at Walmart earlier and a lady was looking at frozen turkeys, but she couldn't find one big enough. She asked the stock boy, "Do these turkeys get any bigger?" He replied with a straight face, "No, ma'am, they're dead." In the midst of tonight's show, customers sitting on the patio. Would you mind catching all of the flies around us? It's really annoying.
Yes, master. Right away. Right away!
See, this is kind of the trade-off. You sit outside, you deal with flies. Today has been a nightmare. Hit me if I ever take another job working with the public. I just had a woman complain she didn't like her number 6 shaped cake as it looked like an upside down number 9. That is correct. That's kind of how numbers work. You'd have a 6 and you flip it and it's a 9. That's a fun thing, eh? 6 and 9 together. Customer, do you have green lemons here? Me. You mean limes? Stop. No, I mean a green lemon. Subscribe!